It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a Britney mashup when we open the show. And when we close the show, it's going to be a...
Eat up, everyone. Enjoy.
Welcome to the fucking show.
The snare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dogs. And if you see her in your dreams, be sure you never, ever scream.
I have a big hairline.
I'm coming for you.
Okay, let me tell you guys exactly why. And this is, I told you guys this yesterday. When I had, okay.
And that's how I got my name.
Okay. The other day, we all were choosing names on my live, and I was writing them down, but I did not write the Queen of Spades down.
And that's how I got my name.
I thought of the Queen of Spades because when I was born without a disability. I was born normally. And let's put you up here so I can see what you said. Okay. And when at 3.5 years old, I had to be rushed to the hospital with a fever that was over 102. And I had a seizure that was so bad that I had a 50% chance of living.
And that's how I got my name.
The doctors stopped my seizures. They took a scan of my brain. They said you would have to go to a specialist because she could have because with a bad seizure you can develop brain damage really badly. And yeah, it's gonna be mostly Britney Spears tonight. It's gonna be a mashup.
I did it again. I said something mean. I triggered the net. Oh baby.
And so when I had it made me go back into a baby again.
Stop it. Get some help.
So it was nonverbal. I couldn't walk, talk, or do anything. I had to drink bottles again and wear diapers. It was crazy. And when I went to therapy, Sweet Cheek was asking. They gave me 3 options: a deck of cards, putty. Hi, how are you? Or like a ball to squeeze. They pick. So, thank you. With the deck of cards. With the deck of cards. They picked out 3 cards. They had the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Hearts, and something else. So a deck of cards. They told me to close my eyes, and the first card I picked was the Queen of Spades.
You lying?
And I knew when I had that card in my hand, I was squeezing it because
So, who broke it?
And then that was my favorite card of all time. Still my favorite card. Every time, if me and him, ever, play solitaire. If me and him, ever, play solitaire or play with cards, I always think about the Queen of Spades. And It's not because of Queen of Karma.
Who summoned me?
I did not pick it because of the haters. You could ask my whole family. I used to carry around a deck of cards.
A deck of cards.
With me. Any deck of cards.
A deck of cards.
In my pocket since I was a kid. And I always try to do magic in my family. And just the Queen of Spades saved my life.
Ah, man, this is gonna suck donkey balls.
Because I thought that I was going to die that day. And every time I had the Queen of Spades in my hand, I learned how to go. I went to therapy. They taught me how to walk. I didn't learn how to walk or do anything on my own until I was like 5 or 6 years old. So, yeah. So that's why I chose Queen of Spades, not because of the race. Not because of the sexual term on the internet. Not because of the sexual term on the internet. Not because of the sexual term on the internet.
You need to shut the fuck up.
It's because it saved my life from my seizure. And that's the truth. If you don't believe me, you could ask my mom, my stepdad, my sisters. They'll tell you because my little sister brought me a deck of cards from Atlantic City. And I always carried those everywhere.
And that's how I got my name.
So that's why. And that's the truth. But everybody, no one believes me but you guys. I don't understand that. Because they think that I took it from you-know-who.
Well, don't be scared of little old me now.
Which I didn't. And, just because it was her name, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yep. So, that was, yep. Every time I play cards or, like, play on my game on my Xbox, I always think of the Queen of Spades. Always. Yep. They did. They let me keep the Queen of Spades. That's what they gave me, a deck of cards, but I couldn't keep them. But they let me keep the deck, the 3 cards that I get to pick out. So I kept the Queen of Spades. But then my sister went to yeah, she did. She gave me I don't even know where they are. I have to look for them. But they're Atlantic City, and he got some from Ocean City, I think.
For myself, not for you.
I know. I wasn't gonna ask for your cards.
I'm saying I got them for me.
That's fine.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
I don't even play with them really.
Yeah. So once I find them, I will show you, but I don't even know where they are.
Hey, it's been an hour since you saw her face. She said her mentals weren't doing great, so she was gonna take a break. So a lot of people are covering her, yes that's true. Doesn't matter if it doesn't break terms of service though, just as long as it's entertaining to you, right? You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic Carly train, full of lies and manipulation. The toxic Carly train. Here's a song, it's a delegation. The toxic Carly train. She just never knows what she does wrong. She's been good people all along. So if you don't leave her alone, then she'll sing you a song and dance. You're all just haters because she's a pop princess.